What's up, everyone? Today, we're ditching the usual tourist spots and heading deep into China's most mysterious hidden wonders. I've spent months researching these places. Some are so remote, even locals haven't seen them. We're talking temples hanging off cliffs, lost underwater cities, and rainbow-colored mountains. My crew and I are pushing the limits to bring you insane shots from places few have ever explored. These aren't just tourist spots, they're genuine wonders hiding in plain sight. If you recognize any of these 7 places, drop a comment. Almost nobody knows them all. Let's kick off this wild adventure. Our first stop, the Hanging Temple of Hengshan, literally clinging to a cliff, 246 feet above the ground. Built over 1,500 years ago, this temple is a gravity-defying marvel. Ancient engineers drilled into solid rock, inserted wooden crossbeams and built an entire complex on top. It survived earthquakes, storms, and centuries, an engineering miracle. Walking these narrow corridors, you feel the structure sway and see the dizzying drop below. Inside, over 40 halls and pavilions are connected by winding walkways. The wildest part? It's the only temple in China combining Buddhism, Taoism, and Confucianism. Statues of Buddha, Laozi, and Confucius all together. We're using drones to show you the intricate carvings and the sheer scale of this place. The temple's design is genius, high up to avoid floods, protected from the elements by the cliff itself. It's a fortress of faith, perfectly preserved after 1,500 years. Standing here feels like being in a fantasy movie. The Hanging Temple isn't just a building, it's a statement of human determination. If this was possible centuries ago, what limits do we have today? This is just our first stop and I'm already blown away. Let's keep going. Next up, a mountain painted by nature itself. Welcome to Zhangye National Geopark, the Rainbow Mountains of Gansu. This isn't a painting or a filter, these colors are real. Layers of red, yellow, green, blue, and orange stripe the mountains, creating a surreal, otherworldly landscape. The colors come from minerals deposited over 24 million years, then pushed up by tectonic forces. Wind and rain sculpted the surface, revealing nature's ultimate layer cake. Each stripe is a different era in Earth's history, millions of years written in stone. At sunrise, the colors shift and glow, making the whole landscape come alive. Boardwalks let you walk right through the heart of these vibrant valleys. Every angle reveals new patterns and colors. It's a photographer's dream. For years, this place was a secret known only to locals. Now it's a geopark, but it still feels like a hidden world. The scale and intensity of the colors are humbling. If you ever visit China, this has to be on your list. Now, from Rainbow Mountains, we're diving deep, literally, to find a lost city underwater. We're on Qiandao Lake, but the real secret is beneath the surface. Shecheng, China's real-life Atlantis. In 1959, the valley was flooded for a dam, submerging 2 ancient cities, Shecheng being the grandest. For decades, everyone thought the city was lost forever. But in 2001, divers discovered it perfectly preserved, protected by the water. I'm suiting up to dive down and explore this time capsule. Descending into the darkness, the city gate appears, ornate, covered in carvings of lions and dragons. We swim through ancient streets, past temples and arches, all intact after 60 years underwater. Fish now glide through windows where people once lived. The city was a major center during the Ming and Qing dynasties, known as the Lion City. Our underwater cameras reveal inscriptions and details untouched by time. Navigating the submerged maze is challenging, but every turn uncovers new wonders. It's eerie, beautiful, and humbling, like discovering a lost civilization. Shecheng's story is both tragic and fascinating, a culture sacrificed for progress but accidentally preserved. This is one of the world's most unique underwater wonders. Back to the surface. Next, we're heading to a canyon that rivals America's Grand Canyon. Everyone knows the Grand Canyon, but few have heard of China's Enshi Grand Canyon in Hubei. This place is jaw-dropping. 67 miles of towering peaks, deep gorges, and waterfalls. The cliffs are so steep, it's like the earth was sliced open. We're hiking along cliffside paths with 1,000-foot drops. The one incense stick pillar stands 500 feet tall, only 13 feet wide, a natural wonder. The canyon's limestone landscape was carved by water over millions of years, creating dramatic karst formations. Underground rivers and caves still shape the canyon today. Exploring here is a workout, thousands of stairs, but every view is worth it. There's even a record-breaking outdoor escalator on the canyon wall. Our drones capture the lush forests, waterfalls, and the river winding far below. The local Tujia people have called this place home for centuries, adding rich culture and legend. Enshi is greener and sharper than the American Grand Canyon. Different, but equally mind-blowing. This is the Grand Canyon of the East, and it's still a secret to most of the world. Next, we're heading into the desert for a 2,000-year-old oasis. Let's go. We're in the Gobi Desert, surrounded by endless sand and heat, until you see Crescent Lake Oasis. This crescent-shaped lake has survived over 2,000 years, defying the desert. It's a real freshwater lake, protected by unique wind patterns that keep the sand at bay. For centuries, it was a vital stop on the Silk Road, a beacon of life for travelers. The oasis is framed by a beautiful pagoda and temple, adding to its magic. At sunset, the dunes glow gold and red, and the lake reflects the pagoda perfectly. The lake nearly vanished in recent decades, but restoration efforts saved it. We rode camels across the dunes, just like ancient travelers. From the highest dune, Crescent Lake is a sliver of blue in a sea of sand. As night falls, the desert sky explodes with stars. No light pollution, just the Milky Way. Sitting by the lake, you feel connected to thousands of years of history. Crescent Lake is a symbol of resilience, a miracle of nature and culture. Now let's journey to a mountain filled with thousands of ancient statues. We're near Datong, at the Yungang Grottoes, one of the world's greatest art galleries, carved into a mountain. Over 1,500 years old, this complex has 252 caves and more than 250,000 Buddhist statues. Every statue was hand-carved from sandstone starting in 460 AD. Thousands of craftsmen worked for decades creating a masterpiece of faith and artistry. The centerpiece, Cave 20, with a colossal Buddha over 45 feet tall, now exposed to the open air. The statues show a blend of Chinese, Indian, and Greek influences, a timeline of art and culture. We have special access to film the intricate carvings inside the darker caves. Walls and ceilings are covered with thousands of tiny Buddhas and celestial beings. The detail is overwhelming. You could spend a lifetime here and not see it all. These caves were once a center for learning and worship, drawing pilgrims from across Asia. Standing inside, you feel the deep peace and spirituality that fills the stone. The Yungang Grottoes are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a priceless treasure of human civilization. Next, we're heading to a stone forest that looks like another planet. Our final stop, the Shilin Stone Forest in Yunnan, a landscape that looks straight out of science fiction. 200 square miles of bizarre limestone pillars jutting up like stone trees. These karst formations were created over 270 million years, sculpted by water and wind. Local legends say a girl named Ashima became stone here. Her story echoes among the pillars. Walking the labyrinth of stone paths, every turn reveals new, strange shapes, animals, people, or pure abstraction. Some pillars are over 100 feet tall. From above, it's a petrified forest stretching for miles. Underground rivers and caves connect the whole ecosystem. At sunset, the stone glows and shadows stretch, creating a dramatic ancient atmosphere. The stone forest is a place of myth, geology, and wonder. A perfect end to our journey. It proves our planet is filled with wonders stranger than fiction. That's a wrap on our journey through China's 7 hidden treasures. From the Hanging Temple to the Stone Forest, my mind is blown. Which place surprised you most? Let me know in the comments. If you loved this adventure, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. There's more coming. Thanks for watching and joining me on this wild ride. Your support makes these videos possible. The next adventure is already in the works. Think lost jungles and legends of gold. You won't want to miss it. See you in the next video.